Hello, everybody, and welcome to Early Access Podcast, episode 42. I am your host, Angelo, and this is episode Klendathu, Planet P. Starship Troopers reference. I don't know if you never played it or not, but the only reason that is the name of this episode is because the game I recently played was this game called The Bug Butcher. The Bug Butcher came out... it'll be a couple days ago by the time this goes live, but it is let me pull this a little closer to my face. It is a side-scrolly shoot-'em-up, really great art style. Everything looks really good. It's all hand-drawn animation. The soundtrack's amazing. It's in early access. Currently, it's $8. It's going to be $10 at some point. The promotion ends in about 5 days. But this came out since the last episode as well. I put up, I think I played like 30-40 minutes of it, played about 8 levels or so. It's currently incomplete, but it looks really great. It plays amazingly well for an early access title. Like, they have the mechanics hammered down for this. It looks fucking amazing. You're just a little spaceship, spaceman, just killing a bunch of aliens. Each level's timed. You get power-ups that you can level up with coins that you earn at the end of each level. Uses the star system. So, depending on your score, depends on how many stars you get. And I think the 4th star is like if you can combo so many times or do something special. The only one I can remember off the top of my head is like a special like star for getting a combo of 30. There's a couple different difficulty levels, which just seems to alter how much damage you can take. They have a multiplayer mode coming up soon, which reminds me of the old Tetris multiplayer or Bubble Bobble multiplayer, where you play simultaneously as somebody else, with somebody else on a split screen kind of thing going on. And then what happens is as you destroy more things, I'm assuming by like your combo, if your combo is better than theirs, or if they drop theirs, or there's probably special monsters. It looks like from the video that they put out like a little GIF, the platform starts to raise, so you have less room to work with, because the bugs bounce off the ground. So there's less ceiling to floor, then there's less room for them to bounce for you to get up underneath of them to destroy them. So I guess ultimately that is how you would beat your opponent. I highly recommend checking it out, supporting this game. It's only $8. It's got 23 reviews. They're all positive, one of which is mine. So go check it out. It's a ton of fun. I played about an hour of it altogether, and it looks really good. All right, this other game I played is this game called Feist. Now, Feist is coming out today when this drops, so Thursday the 23rd. It says it comes out in about 14 hours. So it looks like 2 p.m. Eastern time, give or take. Usually they're noon, but this one seems to be a little bit later than that. Now, Feist is going to be $14.99. It's not in early access. And the whole story takes about 2.5 hours. It's a puzzle platformer, side-scrolling, like think Limbo, a lot like Limbo or Ori and the Dark Forest. I think that's what it's called. So it's good use of shadows and color. Like this is a lot more color than say Limbo did. However, it uses it to great effect. I played about an hour of it, but I only put 10 minutes up on the website or on the YouTube channel because I want to keep it just so you can see what the mechanics are like. But the biggest part about this game is going to be the story aspect of it. The experience of playing the whole thing. But you play this little creature, and there's like all these really cute, cool creatures. Like there's like spiders and like these weird caterpillar things, and like these blowflies that like you can grab onto and shoot their quills. It's really interesting, and I think the atmosphere is just wonderful. And from what I understand, this game's been in the works for a long time. So congratulations to Let's see. We got Finji is the publisher and Bits and Beast is the developer. Congratulations to them. Finally getting this game out there for people to play. It looks like a labor of love. They put a lot of work into it. It's a very stylistic, artistic, set piece kind of game. And it does have some puzzle elements. It's a lot of trial and error, like Limbo. Where Limbo they would stab you in the face with a spider. This has different monsters that you have to, kind of trick into, walking onto something, or you have to throw stuff at them. It's very simple mechanically, but the puzzles seem like the puzzle aspect of it seems pretty awesome. It looks really great though, and if you just go watch the 10-minute clip that I put up, or go watch the trailer that they have for it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Like the sound, like the way the game sounds, the way it looks, the way it feels. It's just a really cool game. It's hard to explain it. It's not going to be a game that you're going to play over and over again, but it's going to be a game that you're going to play and have an experience playing. So I definitely go recommend checking that out tomorrow or today when this drops, when it comes out. It's a lot of fun. Other than that, I don't really have any other news. Let's see, the Bug Butcher review is up. You can check that on the website. Nothing video game related really, except for Rocket League. I've been playing so much damn Rocket League, it makes my eyes bleed. The game is just a ton of fun. I like anything that's really competitive, and I get incredibly frustrated playing it. I've been streaming it a little bit, if you call it that. It's just there's such a high ceiling for the skill cap in that game, and I every time I play it, I just get a little bit more, like a little bit better. I have more control over the vehicle. It's just like any other game. It's just like you get better at rocket boosting and jumping through the air, and then you get incredibly frustrated when you play with people that can't do that kind of stuff. But I just hit pro, so I think I have a little over 500 whatever rating points, like 550. I don't know what the next rank is from there, but I know there's people up in the 2000s. But go check out Rocket League if you haven't picked it up yet. I mean, it's only $20, and I've already put like 25 hours into it. It's a lot of fun. All right, let's see. I grabbed 5 early access titles that have come out since the last episode. So this is probably going to be relatively short, unless one of these. Oh, this one's free. Unless they really stick out, like this one actually. Codename. I'm surprised there's so many reviews already. It's called Codename Cure. It says it came out on the 17th. I'm not sure if I talked about this. I don't remember talking about it. So it's a first-person shooter. It's a first-person co-op zombie game. It says up to 5 players. So it looks like a Call of Duty style game, or not Call of Duty. It reminds me more of Counter-Strike, where it's 5-player. It's a horde mode basically. 5-player horde mode. It's free to play though. It's in early access, which you can't really go wrong. The best thing about it is, which surprises me, it's a free to play early access multiplayer game that has positive feedback. Came out the 17th. I don't know if that's accurate. It has to be. I don't know if it's been around before that, but it's got 866 reviews already, and it's 80% positive, which is a huge. I've never seen one early access multiplayer game that is free to play get this much positive reviews in such a short span of time. It's only been 5 days since it's been out, and it must be good. Let's look at a couple of the reviews. Not bad for a zombie source engine game, just like Zombie Source and No More Room in Hell. Pretty fun to play with friends. Think of it as Counter-Strike, Left 4 Dead, and Killing Floor all had a baby. Let's see. Very fun. Need more weapons, maps, and female. Great game. 10 out of 10. So people seem to be liking it. I mean, there's almost 700 positive reviews and about 175 negative reviews, but just a bunch of people complaining about, like, oh, it's so old and crappy. That's what it looks like to me. But go check that out. It's free and it's got some pretty decent positive positive feedback. I mean, I can't really complain about it because I haven't played it. All right. So the next game is called Alpha Runner. It's got 12 reviews. Looks like one person has reviewed it negatively. It's $3.39, 15% off. It's going to be $4. It is in early access. Let's see what the one negative review has to say. Let's see. So first, let's see what the game is. It's a challenging, endless platform game where you make your way through different obstacles and mini games that get more difficult. From watching the video, it looks like your character can alter the game world that it's playing, and it's a little pixel dude, platformer. So you're just jumping around. Not really sure what's happening. So it looks like a puzzle platformer, but it's just endless. So it must be procedurally generated. Think like Doodle Jump kind of style, something like that. So it seems like the people that played it like it, and they're pretty deep reviews. No, they're not. I lie. They're all about a paragraph or 2 words or 3 words. I hate that. Why even bother? But the negative review is just a platforming game that slowly increases in difficulty the more experience you earn. So, you get a bunch of weapons. You got, like, spikes and whatnot. I can't even think of the word what they are. Traps? No, that's not the word I'm looking for. Something. I can't remember it. But he says, the only reason I do not recommend this game at the time is the price. $3 is pushing it, but still alright. Anything more than that at this point is a bit much. Once more is loaded, it will be. Alright, so the guy's complaining about $3. So fuck that guy. So I would just go with the 11 other positive reviews if you're looking for an endless runner. I mean, it's under $4. If you can't swing $3, maybe you shouldn't be playing video games. Just my opinion. Alright, this next game reminds me a lot of Labyrinth when I was a kid. It's called Slam. It came out a couple of days ago. It's got 1 positive review. That's the only review. It's $5. Usually it's 10% off until the 27th, so it's $4.49. And from the way this looks, it's a 3D game board that you're moving around, and you have to slide what looks like a block and get it to the exit of the map. To like a little portal thing. It reminds me of not even I guess a labyrinth. That's basically what it is. There's obstacles in the way. You have to move the game board around and get it to slide back and forth. Looks like there's a couple other interactive objects that you can move around as well. So it's a fairly tried and true puzzle mechanic. I doubt too many copies of this are going to sell just because it's just a prettier version of like a slide puzzle. But good luck to the developer. It looks pretty, even if it is a little bit boring. So next game is Pixel Fodder. This game actually looks pretty interesting. I want to pick it up because it's only $3. It's $2.54. It's 15% off till the 27th as well, and it's got six reviews, 83% positive. So what's that? 1 negative review. And this is a little pixel art style side-scrolling shooter. Well, why are you doing that? So he was shooting underground. I didn't know what the hell was happening. So it just looks like a puzzle, like a platforming shooter, side-scrolling platformer, pixel art. All the pixel art looks great. They got a list of all the characters here that you can pick from. Looks like you can create your team. Says it's an old school platformer, fully destructible world, large choice of characters. So yeah, it's just a bunch of characters you can choose from. The whole world's destructible, which I think is actually kind of cool for this kind of game. I don't know how many puzzle platformers have done that before, but the art style kind of reminds me of like any 2D builder or like not builder like Terraria kind of style where you're like those kind of blocks, maybe 2D Minecraft even. But you can destroy everything like those games, but you can't build anything. It's kind of interesting for a shooter platformer, and it looks good. Like, the animation's neat. A lot of shit going on. It looks like a lot of fun, and for the price point, you can't really go wrong. So, this guy's saying that I don't find the game worth any money at its current state. Its movement feels awful, and it's unclear with what you have to do. Learn to read, I guess. It only shows one positive review, which means 4 of them are in a language that are not mine. I'm assuming the developer is, Russian. So they're probably 4 Russian positive reviews. So go check it out, though. It's only $2.50. I'm pretty sure it has I think everything has a demo now. I'm like, that's where I'm at. I just believe like most games have a demo. So I will point you in a direction. You go play a demo. That's how this works. All right, this next game is called Kidnapped. This actually looks pretty cool. I watched the trailer earlier. It's 8 reviews, all positive. It's $6.71, 16% off, which is random as shit, until the 27th, so it's usually $8. Now, this looks like it's a horror game. It's a horror puzzle-solving exploration kind of game. So it says the game dynamically changes as the player progresses. So you got a little inventory management. It's all first person. Let's see. The main story arc can be completed. We plan to include a great deal more content in the coming weeks and months. So, it seems like the story part's there. And for $6.71, if you're looking for a horror first person game, it is in right now. Let's see. What does the positive review say? It says it definitely needs work, but the timing and atmosphere is very well done. The developer obviously knows horror games. This guy says very dark. This guy says there's a lot of lag in this game. It sucks that I can't record or play it properly, but he gave it a positive rating. That doesn't make any sense to me. So go. I mean, if you're looking for that style of game, go check it out. They're not really my type of game. I play them, but I'm not reaching out to every new one that comes out. There's just so many anymore. Everybody loves first-person horror games, and it's a pain in the ass. But I think that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thanks for stopping by for episode 44 of Early Access Podcast. As usual, earlyaccessmedia.com, earlyaccesspodcast.com for the RSS feed for the podcast, or you can get it through iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you get your podcasts. Tell your friends, please. Word of mouth is going to help out a lot. The YouTube channel's doing well. YouTube, earlyaccesspodcast.com. 115 subscribers now, so that's great. You can follow the Twitter, Early Access PC on Twitter. And if you want to support the show monetarily, you got the Patreon. Go to patreon.com/early_access. No, early access. I don't know, some combination. The link's in the show notes. And click through the Amazon banner on earlyaccessmedia.com. Bookmark it. Every time you use that link, whenever you purchase anything off of Amazon, it gives us a kickback, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. And those really do add up. But until next time, guys, thanks again for listening, and I will see you, or you will hear me. I will hear you on Monday. So have a good weekend, guys.